Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're tuning from. Welcome to my page and welcome to my live. Today, I have a special guest. She's joining with me all the way from New Jersey, USA. She is Uma. Welcome, Uma.
Thank
Um,
you.
she has over 20 years experience working in the school system and she's still working and she's a mom of a beautiful daughter
Yes.
and she's successfully running this business from this side. Welcome to my live, Uma. Would you please introduce yourself to the audience?
Absolutely happy to. Thank you so much. First of all, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to each and every one of you. Thank you for joining the live. And thank you so much for inviting me to go live with you. So I am very much appreciative of that. Hello, everyone. My name is Uma. I live in New Jersey with my husband and my 14-year-old daughter. I've been working in the school system almost, like you said, close to 20 years. Prior to that, I worked in a hospital setting for about 5 years. I've always worked in mental health field, helping families and students set up counselings for various reasons. So, and almost about a year and a couple of months now, I've started this amazing business, and I can't stop talking about it because I absolutely love it. I'm very, very grateful to be part of this amazing community. And just to give you a little bit of more background for myself, is I'm originally from India. I came from India with my parents and my siblings at the age of 11. So I did all of my schooling, everything in United States.
That's great. Great to hear. I have a few questions that lots of people are concerning when it's come to digital platforms. So I was thinking, because your experience, and I was thinking to um, ask you
Yeah.
what is from your perspective. So should we start?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
when you first decided to start an online business, what was your why to start online business, and why did you choose this platform when there are many other digital platforms out there?
Yeah, awesome question. I've for many multiple reasons, I've always had to work multiple jobs. Just ended up being that way that I started working actually at the age of 13. So while in middle school, high school, I've always worked and I went to school. So it kind of was in it is in me to just help others. So and then when you see your own parents struggling, it's like you will do anything. So knowing that my mom was home, we had moved to this country, my dad was the only one working, and I just saw a lot of struggles. I'm like, what can I do to help? And 13 was the magic age that you can work. So I did work, in the summer or after school. So I worked, college, you can work on the campus, out of campus. I worked at eye doctors' offices. I worked at a trucking company, answering for phone calls and doing files and stuff. So I've done multiple jobs at the same time. So cut to that, I met my husband, we decided to get married, and then we were planning to have our daughter, and then unfortunately he lost his job. So here I am picking up, another job, on weekends and then evenings. So till about a year ago, I was working three jobs. So I can truly now say that I work one job, one full-time job, and the rest of the time I spend with my daughter. And I run this business basically on the go because I take her to her softball practices, I take her to her play practices, I get to watch her games. So I love it. I love it. Why, it's this business came to me at the perfect timing. I mean, I've been searching to do something where it would give me flexibility, where I can work from home. Because given my background and my education, it's like I can't do anything from home. I would have to be in person,
Engage.
And again, the mindset that I was raised with is that if you want to do something, you have to have education, you have to have a degree, you have to be certified. So here I am. I'm like, okay, if I want to do anything else, I would have to go back to school. So I actually did go back to school, for a little bit. And then I'm like, wait, no, what am I doing? And then what can I do? I can get my PhD in psychology, but then again, that would require me to be somewhere physically. And I really didn't want to do that. I was so done with it. I was over it. And with a lot of prayers, this business came along and watched the webinar. And I said, oh my God, this is it. This is it for me. This doesn't require any experience, any kind of educational background in marketing or in business or any of that. And I said, this is so made for me, where
Yeah.
I can be at home, comfort of my home, or traveling, which my family loves to do. And this business can be run from anywhere.
Yeah, true. That's true. It's very inspiring story. I didn't know that you were working since you were 13 years old. That's amazing thing to know. And then yeah, this platform, it's really for everyone, pretty much for everyone, because you don't need any experience or expertise to do this business. So when you it's a big decision to dive into a new venture, so how did your family accept that challenge? Did they support you, or what was their perspective when you started? Because we're women and sometimes we have to go through our husbands, so how did you manage that?
My husband is extremely supportive. He is always supportive of anything that I want to venture. We have a very special bond and connection. We've met in high school, so we've known each other, and we've had our own journey together
For a
as
long
wanting,
time.
right, and wanting to be together, wanting to get married, because in our Indian culture, parents' approval, and that plays a huge factor. So all those things, so I think that brought us even closer. So now anything that one wants to do, we are very supportive of each other. So that there was never a doubt. He's like, okay, if that's what you want to do. So we actually watched the webinar together. We went through the training together, and we decided as a couple, as a family, that I think this is the right move. And yeah, he's still, I mean, I get stuck at times with technology. So I'll try to figure it out, because I don't want to bother him. And if I really get stuck and I can't move any further, I'll ask him, and then he'll come to my rescue. But
Yeah.
yes, he's been very much supportive and very much
It
encouraging.
is really a bless to have a supportive
Yes,
family
yes.
members. It is a bless. So when you thinking, like when you do on your researches and due diligence, were you skeptical, or did you have any concern before you jump into this totally new venture?
Yes, absolutely. It's like, when you try something new, when you're putting yourself out there and trying to do something new, it's like, okay, what are kind of lashbacks? What am I going to get? What am I getting myself into? You know, because we have in the past looked at some of the traditional businesses, and we actually were part of, traditional business, which went south. So, being in like a motel business, it's intense, the investment, and there's a lot, so it didn't work out for us. So knowing that, we've tried a couple of things and it didn't work out. So this business, we did a lot of digging, we did a lot of research, we asked a lot of questions, questions after questions, rewatched the videos, and wanted to make sure that it was the right platform for me.
Yeah.
So it's natural as a human tendency, right? That skepticism does come, but it's also how you look at it. See, I looked at it from the perspective of, okay, it came to me, there has to be a reason behind it, so I always look at as glass half full. So it it didn't take that long for us to move forward to dive into this business. We watched it, we're like, okay, I am feeling it. So I do a lot of things with my feelings, how I feel. I go with my gut feeling. Of course there is research that we did, but majority of it was just this force that I just felt like I had to do it. So it was that energy that was just pulling me, and and we
Telling you
we,
that
we
you
did it
got,
in like 2 days.
yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, true. My concern was that if it's a legal business. So I called my mentor, like, I don't know, almost every day for a week, asking to make sure that this is legal, because I didn't want to get into something illegal, or, there are lots of scams out there. So people
Yes.
can be, that was one of my main concern when I start, when I
So
thinking to start this
yeah,
business.
yeah, that's a great point, because I'm working for the government. I work for the government. I work in the school system. So that was actually a good point that you brought up. That was my concern. I needed to make sure that it was legal, because if I'm going to be on a social media platform, because in a school system we're told that we can't have anything on social media, that sometimes people post, and it's being watched, because you are in education field, you're educating students, so it has to be appropriate. So that was actually one of my main concerns, was that, okay, is this legal? Because I can't be involved in anything, because otherwise I would lose my job. And
Sure.
I have worked, and granted, I saw a lot of people super successful in this business. I said, but I still cannot just lose that, because again, having that history, so in that back of that mind, it's like, okay, because my husband didn't have a job, I had to have something. And then now, if we're venturing into something else, it kind of had to work,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
be it legal, didn't mind at all, and don't mind at all that it's taxable and we have to pay taxes.
Yeah.
Happy to pay taxes.
Yeah, true. It's same here, pretty much same in here. I'm working for the Department of Education here in Australia. So if we're doing something, if we're engaging with something different, own business or another job, we have to let them know. inform them that we are doing this in written. So it's pretty much one of my concerns too when I start this business. Moving on to next one. Did you have any previous experience in digital marketing or
Yeah,
IT?
yeah. Let me tell you, all I had was Facebook. That too, because we have a lot of families in India. So that way, I can just post some pictures of the family and, wish happy birthdays and just those things. No, I am not a tech savvy person at all. I do not have any business degree or background. I am not certified in marketing or in any of that. This is very much all new and was new for me. So, what helped was the video based training that took me step by step by step. And I watched it. Sometimes some of the sections I had to rewatch it because I'm learning something new and I was open to it. And I think that's what made it easier. It's like when you have that mindset and you're willing and you're open to receiving and learning new things, it just kind of comes and it flows. So, again, short answer is no, I do not have any of that. All I have is my bachelor's in sociology, master's in higher education, counseling in higher education, and minor in education. So, and my SAC certificate. So
I started
no way near any of this.
Yeah, I started from zero too because training helped me a lot. And if you haven't noticed, training has updated. We get to know today, and there are many elements has added to the training, like recently.
Very excited, yeah.
Yeah. So there's one of the most common concern that I'm receiving from my inquiries. We don't have to engage with something extra. So this is your own business. You have to work. Then how do you manage your time?
So my day basically starts around 6:30. So I start work at 7 and I work till 3. Now, keep in mind, I am no longer working multiple jobs. So I get home before 3:30. So before, when I used to work after school, I would get home at 6 o'clock. So I would miss out on a lot of, all the activities for my daughter and whatnot. So now I get to take her to her practices while she's practicing. My business is on the run, on the go. And I work from my phone because I have everything on my phone. I take my lunch hour and I work on my business while I'm eating instead of, watching YouTube and making other people millionaires. I am working on my business. So it is not difficult at all. It gives me joy, to work on the business. In the morning when I wake up, I'll check some, emails and things and then in the evening time, instead of watching Netflix, I'm working on the business. And again, with pleasure. So it's not like I am missing out on anything or I'm taking away from something else. Rather, I have gained, and again, it's not taking 5-6 hours, and again, if someone has that, certainly you can put that into your business and it will give you results, even bigger results.
That's true. Yeah, that's the beauty of this business. You are not bounding into a time frame. You can work anytime you want, pretty much anytime. Yeah. Moving on to next one. Do you have any moments or decision that significantly impacted on growth on you or your business? Like mine is that coming out from a comfort zone. That was the main decision that I had to take. It took a lot of time for me to come out from my comfort zone.
Yeah.
But I did it. Here I am. So did you have any of those moments or decisions?
You like you said, being in the helping field, being a counselor, it's always, I was just talking to my business partner about this yesterday. I said, I'm all ears, because that's what I do in my profession. I listen to people's problems and I help them solve them, I guide them. So for me to be in front of the camera talking about myself, and that took a lot of courage, a lot of guts to kind of, step in front of the camera. And also self-care, right? Because then you want to look good, you want to feel good. So, just those, even just those little things. And that's gave me a lot more self-confidence in myself, that, wow, I can actually do this, I can get in front of the camera, I can do it, so, but it did, definitely, this is out of my comfort zone. This is nothing that I ever dreamed that
Yeah,
I
sure.
would be doing, but so blessed to be doing it. So
Yeah,
to reach so many people out there, and have a voice that somebody's hearing.
watching you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I remember when I did my first live, I didn't even talk. I was showing my surroundings
I
and
did
my
the same.
face. Then I clicked, not done. I was like, then slowly,
Yeah,
eventually, I built the confidence, but still, yeah, still I'm hesitant when I had live. I'm like, do practiced and think. Yeah, um, that's how I started.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so, but I'm seeing you mostly weekly discussing about manifesting and law of attraction, and I'm kind of a fan of you live.
Um,
How do you think manifesting and practice of gratitude are impacting in our lives?
it is all about gratitude. It is everything starts with gratitude, everything ends with gratitude. In between is gratitude. So why not practice it? Why not, and we talk about topics, and it's just, there is no book, there is nothing. It's just we talk about it from our experiences, and we truly believe in it, putting it out to the universe. And that's why, one of the questions when you asked, and I said, it just felt right. I went with the energy, I went with my energy, and I took this business as it came to me, and there was a reason behind it. And I might not know the reason, but I had to trust it. I had to trust the higher power, higher being, that this was my calling to do and reach more people. And while reaching others, I'm helping myself as well. I'm helping myself, I'm putting myself out there, giving me self confidence, giving me courage, and giving me, at the end of the day, giving more time to my family. And we get to go on vacations, we get to see all these, beautiful cultures, and just experience the world. And then when you experience that, it makes you just like how small you are to the universe. I mean, just the other day we had the solar eclipse. It's like, wow, what an amazing experience to witness,
True.
and to have the eyes to see it. we're blessed to be on this earth, and I think we should show appreciation for
That's
that.
true.
And all it takes is that having that mindset of gratitude, and just saying thank you. Thank you for even the eyes, like I said, to see. Thank you for waking up today, or waking me up. It's just there's so many things that one can be grateful for, and it's just, if you're here on this earth, I feel like there's a purpose, and for me, it's like there's a purpose why I'm here, and I'm in search for that. And if
Yeah,
it's going to be through this social media platform, then I accept.
yeah, true. That's true. So, if you are watching right now, if you haven't been Uma's page, if you're not following Uma's page, do it now. You have a lot to take away from her. She is. Are you doing weekly interviews of law? Yeah, I'm seeing you every week. Law of attractions and
Every Sunday, it's at 12 o'clock
every Sunday,
Eastern
12 o'clock.
Standard Time. Yeah,
Coach Uma.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
With
actually a fan.
gratitude.
Like it's really great discussions, and there's a lot to take as from experiences, and I really enjoy watching you talking
Aw,
about all those things. Yeah.
thank you. Thank you.
Um, Moving on to next one, next question. What would be the biggest achievement you've gained in this business apart from financial? Of course, we are starting something to have that financial relief. So, apart from the financial benefits, what are the other things that you gain from this business?
Being part of the almost 200,000 business partners and this community, the community that goes above and beyond to help one another. There, there is no competition. If I have a question, I ask, 10, 20, 30, 50 people will respond and are willing to help. Where else am I going to get that? I mean, I personally had that experience with the traditional business. No one's there
No,
to
yeah,
help.
true.
So, and to have a coach and a mentor, who's there to help you and guide you, having all those things. And then my own personal goal is, this was to step out of my comfort zone, to be more confident, to love myself more. I learned that through this business. The more I give myself,
Yeah,
the
true.
more I can give to others, and more than the universe gives me, even thousandfolds more. And it's just amazing to see how everything is so connected and it all comes back to you. So again, it's what you give, and then it just comes back. And I'm truly experiencing that, and I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah,
And again, having the time with family, being, just even those small things that I was missing, cooking together, eating together, which is so important. And
true.
I get to do those things. I get to, play card games with my daughter, play video games with her. And it's just, I was missing out on those.
That's
So,
amazing.
yeah, yeah.
That's the best feeling ever. Like, yeah, I'm having those experience like playing with kids, taking them to the park. Like I do have time now because I'm not rushing to work. I work part-time now because I have a relief, financial relief now. Yeah.
Wow.
So I do have that time for my kids now. So it's a huge thing. It's the main thing that's why I started something in digital. So yeah, it's great. It's almost time now. What would be your message to the people who are sitting on the fence? There are many people, they wanted to start a business, they want extra income, they are looking for a side hustle because they have bigger whys, spend time with their families or many other reasons, but they're still sitting on the fence. So what would be your message?
Very simple. There is no tomorrow. Today is the day. You have to seize the day. You have to seize the moment. And like I said, I truly believe in the universe and the calling. So if you're landing on this page, there's a reason for it, that you've been searching for something. And that something is this business, and again, sign up for the complimentary webinar. You have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Once you sign up, watch it, see if it is for you. And if it's not, no harm done. You don't have to move forward, but I can guarantee you this business is amazing. It can take you places. Have the right mindset. You're landing on this page. There's a calling. That's what I say. The universe is saying to you, sign up. Sign up now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't, sometimes we have to go with this instead of this. And that's it. Very simple. Sign up with your name and email address. And then you can say the rest is history. Thank
True.
you.
That's true. Thank you so much, Uma, for your time. I know you're busy. You do have many other things to do, but thank you so much for accepting my request. I will see you again in another live, hopefully in the future.
Yes.
Thank you everyone for watching us today, and we will see you again in another day.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Much gratitude. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone. Be well.